Happy Catterday, everybody. Welcome back. It is time for a Pounds for Purrs workout, and today I got to the gym in the morning. I decided to go with the rowing machine as a warm-up, and I'm happy I did. I really like the rowing machine, not only for cardiovascular health, but also just as a great warm-up option. You can put it at whatever resistance level you like and just start rowing. I like it because it involves both your upper and lower halves of your body. So that's important. Don't get me wrong, going to a treadmill is just fine. Going to an elliptical with just the legs, that's fine. An elliptical with the legs plus the arms, that's fine too. A Stairmaster is a great option. I really like the rower, especially if you do it in a traditional way where you're doing that long oval shape, very much dictating as if you were in water rowing a boat. But it's a great piece of equipment. It's simple, doesn't take up a lot of space, and you don't need a lot of time on it. I did 2 rounds, 2.5 minutes each at the level 5 resistance, and that was plenty. I felt really good. Everything was warmed up and ready to go as soon as I got off of it, and when I came here to the platform and started my warm-up, I was pretty much ready. And I really like this complex. It's great. I'm probably going to stick with it, at least for the foreseeable future. But I did add something to it. So you'll see I'm just completing it now. Now this is what I added. Hang snatch high pull plus tall snatch. This is actually the combination I did when I last ran this program. But anytime I decide to do a snatch, whether it's just attached to a workout or something I decide to replace something with, I will normally do this as a primer before snatching, and it's usually good enough to get the job done without needing anything else. But I did want to put it in. I really like it, and I do honestly believe it helps, because while the complex is a great way to warm up, I wanted something a little bit more specific to the actual snatch, but also separating it into 2 parts and just focusing on exploding and really getting down to the bottom. So for snatch, I went up 10 pounds. So this is 75 pounds. We're still talking light weights. We're still talking easy weight, but I just wanted to have a little bit of progression. And I did add weight to every exercise. Now that's for a couple of reasons. One reason is because I really did start super conservative this time around, and I can stand to make at least a few increases, probably workout to workout, until I get to a pretty good comfortable place, and then I'll start to be a little bit more dialed back, adapt to a weight before increasing. But for now, doing this 10-pound jump on the snatch, no big deal at all. In fact, I was very tempted just to jump to 95, which was my original starting weight that I had in mind. But I decided, you know what, 10 pounds. It's still progress. It's still more than I did last time. So why not? Why rush? So, and the second part is because, you know what, I don't know how long the gym's going to be open for. So it could close at any time, and I have a feeling it will. So that was also a little factor in determining whether or not to start to increase now rather than later. Now, here's the clean warm-up. I also like this complex quite a bit. Touches every bit of the clean. But just like the snatch, I did add something afterwards. It was really more just to get a little bit of practice with the split jerk. But I did add the hang clean and a little bit of weight. So in addition to this wonderful clean complex, I really like these exercises. A couple that are relatively new to me are these last 2. So the press and clean, not something I really did much before. I typically would do the snatch press in the bottom of the snatch, and so doing it in the clean position and doing it in front of the body, just a little bit new. I like it, but just a little bit new to me, as well as the clean grip overhead squat. I am definitely more accustomed to using a snatch grip, but I like it. I like the variety. I like the specificity towards the lifts. And then here's what I added: a hang clean plus split jerk This is just 65 pounds. This is just still part of the warm-up. I'm pretty much treating it like as an addition to the warm-up, just to make sure that, one, I do a little bit of work in the split jerk before getting to working weight, but also it is a little bit more explosive from a bigger range of motion rather than the tall clean, which I really like. But for specificity for the clean and jerk, I like going from the hang position, and I like working in the split jerk, even with a lightweight, just to go through the movement, and I think it just gets me ready. So when I used to do clean and jerk, I would do something like a hang clean plus split jerk just to get things going. Just like the snatch, I did add weight to the clean and jerk, and I added 20 pounds. So last time it was a very, 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 very conservative 95. This is 115. Still really safe, because this is not even something that I have to really even punch up much with. So my lockout is, it doesn't even feel like I'm doing much, let's put it that way. So for cleaning, of course, this is barely even where I would start with warm-ups. So it's very, very manageable, but the pace is something to take into consideration, plus the volume. I was giving myself 90 seconds of rest in between sets, and that was still more than enough. Definitely more than needed. So I'm actually pretty happy with this, just to keep on a good rhythm and getting the movement patterns back in. So even though it is just the second time back at the Olympic lifts, at least in a focus type of manner, that they're already getting better. It's just a matter of just working it back in again. And oh, here's the bonus rep. I lost count. I thought I got to 8 and it was actually 9, so no problems there. I'm actually happy about that. So here we have front squat. I'm still cleaning the bar off the floor, and I added weight to this as well, 10 pounds. And it's interesting for the fact that I'm doing the same weight with both the front squat and the overhead press, or the military press I should say. But for front squat, I am keeping it light on purpose, because it's been a long time since I've really put a lot of attention to it. So I don't want to overload on it too fast. And plus, the most important parts of this program are the Olympic lifts, the competition lifts. Those are first. That's the priority. Get through those. And these are nice little additions, little bonuses that you do with it. Now, they are foundational, so they give you foundational strength for the Olympic lifts, but these aren't the end-all be-all. You should not be trying to grind on them just because they are strength lifts. I want them just to be there to support the Olympic lifts. So I went to a bit of a different angle on front squats. This is mainly just so you can see the depth that I'm going to. And again, just like I said last time, with front squats, you really want to go for depth. And if something is keeping you from that, you really ought to fix it. Work on it, whether it's a mobility issue from the lower body, mobility issue from the upper body, in the wrists, something. You really need to take care of that, because you won't get the full benefit of a front squat if you can't front squat to depth. And if you like Olympic lifting, that is a necessity. That's not an option. That's a necessity. You need to go low on your front squat, because that will go into your clean. It will also go into your snatch, because you need that depth. That's very, very important that you do that. So for front squat, 145. This is still very light, but still keeping on pace with 90 seconds of rest in between sets and even between exercises. So after that last set of front squats, I went right into the overhead press 90 seconds later. So whereas before, between exercises, I'd be more liberal. I take a couple minutes. If I'm really going heavy, a few minutes, but I'm still going very light. So 90 seconds was fine. I just treated it like I was doing another set basically, except now it's just a different exercise. 145 on the overhead press, on the strict press, on the military press. Easy. Very, very easy. So this is not a problem. I can probably keep the same ratio for both exercises, the same weight, probably for a little while. So we'll see how long that goes. But I really like cleaning the bar up. It's not something I'm used to, unless before, when I would have to, if, like, let's say no squat racks were available at any time, I would almost be forced to clean the bar from the floor, depending on what lift I'm doing, but I kind of like it. I'm doing it intentionally now, and I quite enjoy it. It puts me right into this exact spot I want to be in for both exercises, so I'm probably going to continue doing it. After the overhead press, that is technically the last exercise. That's the last lift of the program. This is now 100% bonus. Power clean plus power jerk. I like this combo. I like the punch that it gives, the power that it offers, the explosiveness that it requires, and I really have to give all credit, every bit, every ounce of credit to 6 different women working out at the gym. And they were all different shapes, different sizes, probably different ages, but the main thing is that they were all doing different workouts. Pretty different too. Some were using barbells, some were using dumbbells, some were on the floor doing exercises, some were just stretching out and doing great stuff there. The main thing is that they were all doing really great things in the gym. Exercises, movements, whatever you want to call them. But that really just inspired me. It really did. I was done with my workout, and I just figured, you know what? I have energy. I have the time. And also, I like this exercise a lot. So, is it necessary? No. Is it part of the program? No. But they really, really helped motivate me to say, you know what? I think I can fit something else in, and it'll be fun. So, this is 135. This is an easy weight for power clean plus power jerk. And I really just focused on really hammering it in and getting power. So, I'm happy with that. I won't be able to do this all the time, especially when I start to really go heavier on the Olympic lifts. It'll be tough to add anything to it. But while I can, I might. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much. Have a great one. And remember, adopt, don't chop.